Hello and welcome to day number 9. We are back at the house and I'm going to go through a couple of these first things that we want to get started on. Okay, so in here, if you remember, I left off with this area. I need to sand because this was still drying right here. So I'm gonna sand this, and I'm also going to test the window frames for lead. And I feel like the outer paint color here does probably not have lead because it was probably recently painted, but I'm worried that if I sand this down to make it a little more smooth before we repaint it, that the paint layer under it could potentially have lead. So I did 2 tests. I did one here, kind of hard to see because of the light, so I did it here, and then I scraped off a piece of the first layer and did the under layer, which seems to be very thin. But yeah, so I did both of those and they both came back negative for these tests, so we're good to go. See in just these 2 boards. All right, it is day 10. Headed into one of the bedrooms here, and I'm going to paint this. And then after we paint it, it's a pretty small room, so then after we paint it, I'm going to look at sanding the floors, and then we'll bring back in the baseboards, just because we want the baseboards to be flush against the ground and the walls. So we want to sand this part first to make sure that it doesn't like drop too much and there isn't too much of a space. And then we will put all of the plug things back on, and that's it. And then this room will be good to go. But yeah, this room is the furthest along, so this is what I'm starting with today. It's also early in the morning, so it's cool up here. And then we'll have all day to dry. On the inner part of the window for sanding, because I had to hand sand that, and then around like the joints and everything here, like the doorknob, so the areas that I couldn't reach with the hand sander. And then I had a few other patch jobs that I had to do over here, so I resanded, and then I think that's good to go for now. I'm going to test out sanding this down. Also today, did some yard work. So mowed all of this, weed whacked around all the edges, and then treated the yard for like ticks, mosquitoes, fleas, all different types of bugs. And then we also did the other side of the yard. Kind of mowed this down a little bit shorter. So that's so much nicer. So yeah, it's nice out, so getting in a lot of the work outside done too. Okay, so we're getting to the end of day 11, and we decided that we're not gonna move the door for the bathroom, at least not right now. So I sanded all of the framework here, since we know we're not gonna rip out this wall. So did all of that, and what else did I do in here? I think that was it. Oh, I did this a little bit more, sanded that down a little bit more in that windowsill as well. And then I just need to finish this because we also decided that we're not gonna change the arch here. right now. We're just gonna keep this the same. So I need to sand this archway, and then upstairs. Okay, so then upstairs what we did is we took off all of the baseboards and then this window frame in the hallway. So all the baseboards are gone now in the hallway, and then we wanted to see what the deal is with this archway and what's behind it, like why they kind of built it in so much. Like this we know has to be like this because this is where the roof comes in, but this part we were wondering why it kind of like jetted out a little bit. So we checked that out, blocked that off just in case there was a few things that came from the ceiling that may contain asbestos, and we're sending that out to get tested. So we blocked that off just for now, just in case. But yeah, that's all we did up here. Hey guys, we are at day 12 and I'm in the kitchen, and we are going to start demoing the kitchen to see what we find, and so that it is cleared out for when our appliances get here. Operation, take the fridge out. far. So I did some patchwork here, some additional sanding on the trim and stuff in here. Okay, so then upstairs I painted this one bedroom and the window trim and everything. And then we took off all of the hall trim and the trim around this window. And then in the kitchen, we demoed most of this, and then next up we will do the floor and the ceiling to open it up so it looks like this.